role of social media in youth crime is in the spotlight again after the alleged assault of an elderly Victorian man by a group of teenagers was posted online.
Now, it follows a string of recent criminal activities that have been uploaded to social media. Experts say it's fueling an inappropriate response among young people. For more, let's now bring in paediatric psychologist Deirdre Brandner. Deirdre, morning to you. So you worked at an all-boys school for 10 years. Can you take us inside, I guess, the psychology of this idea of posting and boasting? Is this fueling more crime?
What we know about teenagers in this age group is that they're caught up with that dopamine hit of witnessing something thrill-seeking and how that makes them want to view it more and share it more. And secondly, the more they see these sorts of criminal acts online, the increase of desensitisation to what they're actually witnessing.
So is it more boys than girls, or is it kind of equal?
Studies tell us that it is predominantly more young males, and we know the greatest influence is on the group between 11 and 14. So, you know, that's the group that's most impacted by witnessing these crimes online and this antisocial and delinquent behaviour.
Some of these crimes, like this incident we've seen in Mornington, Deirdre, are just beyond almost comprehension. Queensland's charged almost 100 young offenders under these new posting and boasting laws. What are these kids looking for here? Are they looking for a reaction, or are they celebrating this grotesque act?
For those that commit these actions and post, they're looking for notoriety and engagement in the social media space, and they've, you know, it's this idea of becoming, you know, an online famous and being a celebrity, being known on social media, you know, is something that's perpetuated since, you know, we've navigated this new phenomena. And increasingly what we're seeing from a psychological point of view is a decrease in empathy. As adults witnessing this, you know, we immediately thought of the victim, and that was where our hearts went to, and that's what I think as a psychologist we are most concerned about.
Okay, so solutions. Parents, teachers, what can they do? Because I guess most kids have some kind of device.
Absolutely, and I think having, you know, social media is here to stay, and we have to learn to navigate that, educators and parents. Having honest conversations with your teens and younger children about viewing what we call critical literacy, media literacy, about what you're seeing and the impact that has on you. And having honest conversations about looking for other factors that are occurring, seeing beyond the thrill of that moment and what the outcomes are, both for the victim and for that perpetrator who has now been charged.
Gee, Deirdre, it's concerning to say that when you hear her say that at the heart of this is an empathy problem, because that, Deirdre, is not an easy one to auto-correct.
And we know that because so much of our world is online now, real-life interactions have diminished, and because that's where we get that real sense of what someone's going through, and what we want as social beings is to connect in a way that's meaningful, considering everyone's emotions. And that's what our teens need support with at the moment.
Yeah, it is really scary. But as you say, the first thing we all need to do is talk with our kids and hope it can get through to some of them. Deirdre, thank you very much for your insight this morning.
Thank you for having me.
Because you want to believe, don't you, Nat, that this is just an issue of wanting a reaction or some sort of notoriety, that it's not a more systemic issue that we're raising a generation of kids without empathy, which you don't think is the problem. So parents have to step in, teachers have to step in, but the consequences have to be felt when something like this happens, because
to teach them.
It's egregious what happened in Mornington, and this morning that man's waking up feeling horrified.
Yeah, and everyone around him. So, yeah, thanks to Deirdre there. It's a start, isn't it?